Hi guys, so this morning I was trying to figure out what I'm going to do for Bust It Out today, and that's how far in advance I plan in the morning. So of that, of Wednesdays or Friday. Sometimes I forget it's Friday, and then I do my Freeform Friday videos. So I know a lot of people were interested in the U-Do from the last time I did the letterpress, and I mentioned that, and I will do that. I just didn't feel like having a hassle this morning. So I'm going to do something different. If there are any links to any of the products that I'm using, some of them are super old, so I don't even know if they're still available, but they'll be in the description box, and those would be affiliate links, which means I would make a small commission if you use any of those links. But like I said, some of them are kind of old. All right, so alcohol inks. Now, I bought this set, I don't even know, because, okay, before Tim Holtz and they were just making alcohol inks and it has his name on it, Ranger, they had the Adirondack, it's still Tim Holtz, it's just, it wasn't something that took off, I don't think. Well, at least not in my craft world, and this is super old. I bought this, I don't even know how long ago. I mean, probably when they first came out. And I do have silver and gold ones now that I think about it. I need to go find those. I keep them all together with like sprays and everything else. And I do have a silver and gold. But anyway, I've never used them. As you can see, I am not like a huge fan, but I do want to try them since I have them. And then recently I picked up the alcohol ink kit. And when I say I'm not a huge fan, it's just because their background, I don't know what to do with them, you know what I'm saying? And I don't have any Yupo paper. I probably will never have any Yupo paper. Maybe I'll pick some up here or there, but it's just not something I'm super into. So I want to do it as easy and basic and fun as I can without getting too, crazy about it. But the Yupo paper does make some really awesome designs that you're not going to get with just regular glossy paper, like what comes in this kit. But, it's something to do. So this one I recently picked up, so it's not really busted out as far as this, but this probably is. And I know a lot of you guys have them, and a lot of you guys have mentioned when I had hauled this that you haven't used yours either. So I think it's a good thing to bust out. I might try it on this glossy paper I picked up from Local King. So on Lisa's site, she still has glossy paper, but like basically what's left of it is what's left of it. She bought like whatever the company had made. The company stopped making it. So she has like the last stock ever, in the world of that specific glossy paper. So if you're going to buy from her this month anyway, or if you're thinking about it, maybe you want to throw some of that in there. I like the glossy paper anyway for stamping purposes. So I might use that. And I do have a discount code for you guys in the description box for the month of July from Lisa. So that'll be there too. So let's just get started. I'm kind of familiar with them. I remember back in the day, all we used to do, or what people did, was the little pouncing method with your Dauber. So let's see what's in this, because this kit seems like it has a lot, which is really nice. There's some, these kits are hooked up. I have another kit for the crayons, right? And I never even opened it, but it does have like everything that you would need. So it's pretty cool the way they make these. Let's see here. So we have black soot, distress ink, I suppose, but it is your archival ink, which is really cute because it really goes with the other like Diane Dilutions kits I have here. So I do have a black here, but it's kind of cool that it comes with this little black ink. We have the Dauber, and this is fabric, like a cotton feel. I do have the round one somewhere, but I'll just use this because it's here. So again, this handle, you can stick any distressing foaming pads to this, but for this one you want these little pads. They're kind of like fabric, like I said, like a cotton. Cute stamp set, own your dreams, and so the adventure begins. And it has like a cute like kind of label looking thing, and then the butterflies in the trees. The glossy paper that I will use, because I will use what comes in this thing. Instructions, I mean, sure, we're gonna do this basic agate, what he calls agate design. I don't know that I'm gonna do this monoprint thing because we'll just talk about it. I don't know. It's actually kind of pretty. I prefer that to like the ombre. We will see. And then again, French. And then we have a stamping block, which is kind of nice. I mean, this is the thinnest. This is thinner than even like the ones that come in the Dollar Tree, like those dollar section. But maybe you can do other things with it. What I think is cool is that it does come with a couple of the things that you would need for fun, like the mixative, which basically I think this adds a little gold shimmer to what you're doing, and then the alcohol blending solution, and which is really cool, but you can also just use rubbing alcohol if you have that. You don't need to have this. I remember watching him a while back saying, do not spray these things, because for the same reason, just don't spray them. Okay, that's why they're in bottles like this, because you can inhale it or it can get in your eyes, he says, and that it won't go away. And I don't know what that means, but we don't have to mess with that, okay? So let's just not do that. And then it comes with these 3 colors. So we have Stream, Red Pepper, and Sunshine Yellow. Of course, you can mix these colors. The ones I have over here I think are lighter and prettier, so I probably might just start with these and use the techniques in there, because this is Hazelnut, Pool, and Mountain Rose, and I just think those are really pretty colors, and I kind of like this kind of color palette. So we have all those guys. So let's just dive in and we'll do the basic that everybody does. So if you're thinking you're going to learn something new here from me today, you probably won't, because this is me just playing with this stuff because I've never used it before. I just want to see, do you have to use the mixative? I know it says to put it, but it's like, eh. And I know another thing he had mentioned, an old video, to, because, you know, I got this stuff, I need to know how to use it, and then I never would use it. So let me get one of these little guys. They're super thick. That's really nice. Is that the mixative, once you put it on there, it'll overpower the other colors, so to be careful with that. Let me open this up. Nice paper. It feels just like cardstock on the back. It's super dry, you know, flat, and then the shiny glossy part of it here. You know, I do have some Marco's paper too. Maybe it'll be worth trying that out too. Why not? Even though it took about 6 weeks for the paper, no, 5 weeks for my order to come in from Marco Paper, and I ordered from them because Lisa says that's where she gets her paper now, so I'm like, okay, cool. And I don't know if it was COVID or what, they never emailed, they never contacted me, and all of a sudden it showed up one day. I did email them and they didn't respond, so I always like to tell you guys kind of my experience with companies regardless. So I do want to let you know that, but again, it could be that they're a small company and it's just, that's just what happened, you know, I don't know. So I'm going to use these pretty colors. And with this one, all you're going to do is dab, 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 dab. Super basic. Let me get them open. I feel like you have to be ready, but it's not that, you know. I guess it's kind of like when you put alcohol on a cotton swab. It doesn't just dry out super fast, right? I mean, you have time to clean up your wound or whatever it is that you need that for. And then I'll have the mixative ready. And this one you do have to shake. You do not have to shake the other ones. They're just, you know, basically inks. But this stuff has stuff in there. Okay. So, ooh, I already got some on my surface here. That's okay. And I'm not squeezing them really. I mean, a little bit, but it's just kind of coming out on its own anyway. I didn't put too much of the brown because I don't know how much of that I really want. And then we'll go with a little bit of this. And I don't know what a little bit is considered, so I'm just gonna, maybe that, I don't know. We'll see what happens. And, ooh, I'd rather not get alcohol inks all over my mat, because last time I got Sharpie on there, it just is like impossible to remove. So then you just go in and you start. Now I'm just pouncing, but if you give it a little movement at the same time, it'll blend a little more. It's pretty. It's probably not my favorite thing in the world. Those colors are really pretty though. Okay, let's do this again, because I feel like it's drying up already. So I'm just going to put the colors in the exact same spots, kind of, as before, if I can tell where they were. And that's a new one. A little bit of brown. And a little more of this stuff here. So the first one was really tight. And you can leave, obviously, spots. I'm going to go back over some spots after that kind of dried. Like this over here, it was too dry for me. I need to get some color in there. So I completely covered this. Obviously, you can play with it in different ways. It doesn't have to be completely covered the whole surface. That's really pretty. So that's the basic thing, right? I don't really know what else I want to do with this. Yeah, because if I just drop colors on here, it's not going to do the same thing that you would think it would do, like on Yupo paper. So, really nice. So let me grab some of just the glossy paper and we'll do some on here. Okay, so we got that. It looks nice. Again, you can still kind of go over it. It just doesn't do the same thing as Yupo would look like stacked up, but it does give a little different texture. So if you want to keep going, as you can see those spots where I hit it, it looks a little bit different, right? All right, this is the Local King paper. I really kind of want to try to play with this a little bit, but I just don't think it's going to work the same. But we can try it. If it looks bad, it looks bad. You know, I'll try to cover it up somehow. What I mean by that is, like, I want to... I don't know what I want to do. Sorry, I had to clear my mind. Like, what do I want to do? I'm going to try something, and who cares? Like I said, if it just works, that's great. If it doesn't work, you know, oh well. Let me put this... Oh, actually, that might be nice. I'm just going to take some of the blending solution. Now, again, you can just use regular alcohol, and I'm just going to put some down. This could be a bad idea. And I'm going to drop in some dots of, like, this blue, and some of the pink, and some of the brown. And I'm going to use a heat tool. We'll see what happens, just to move it around. So I'm going to use the lowest setting. Can you guys see what's happening here? I hope you can. That's pretty cool. Hold on, before this dries over here, I want to add some more blue. So that's interesting because I didn't think this was going to do anything, to be honest. I'm gonna let that... So you can let it just sit, but if you move it with your heat, that's kind of fun. Hope you can kind of see that. That's pretty cool. So we got into artsy real quick, but so this is the Local King paper. Again, on Yupo paper, this is more pronounced and it looked really awesome. I'm just gonna put a little bit more over here, and see, it's already moving it. I'll bring in some of that pink, and you know what? Let's throw in some of this mixative. Why not? We have nothing else to do here. Ooh, I put some over here, and it. That's good. And I'm just chasing around those drips, but you can do whatever you want. Wow. Now, you see over here where it just got gold, and that's actually pretty. It's not bad, but maybe I wanted to move it a little bit. And you don't have to move it just with your heat tool. Like right now, I can just pick it up and move it, but I think it looks better with this. And it's kind of, have you ever, when you go to dry your watercolor, and depending on where it dries, it'll make like a firm, like an edge that's more firm, and then you keep going, and then it's a little softer, a little softer. That's very much of that effect I'm getting here. Now, does it do this on the regular paper? Because everyone's like, oh, you have to use Yupo, you know, I don't know, to get this movement kind of thing going. I'm really happy with just that. That's so pretty. Look at the gold. And then, you know, do your stamping or inking or other things. I think most time we want to fill up the whole page, but I like the way this looks, and I think it's really pretty, and I don't know what I want to use it for, so I'm going to leave it alone. Well, no. See, you just want to keep going. I am going to leave it alone, okay? Let me cut some Marco paper, and then we'll try that one out and see what that kind of does. Okay, I just want to show you. This is the Marco's paper gloss-coated cardstock. Premium gloss-coated 2 sides. Oh, I didn't know. Is it glossy on both sides? I mean, that's what it sounds like. Let me open this up. And to be honest, I don't even know if this is the one that Lisa recommends, because she talks about it, but doesn't really have the links for it or the... nothing. And even on their site, if you say Lisa's paper, because that's what she said, she's like, go to their site and put Lisa's paper, it pops up like 4 or 5 different things. Check this out. It is shiny, but it's not super shiny, and it's double-sided. I do not know what this is going to do, so we will try it. And you guys tell me what's your favorite way of using these things. I'm going to cut this at 5 1/4 by 4, just in case I use it for a mat. Because I know a lot of you guys really like this stuff. Again, I haven't really been in that. Okay, so I would like to test this out a couple ways. Okay, so we have these. Yay. I kind of do want to do that technique where you lay the colors down with the squirt in and squirt the thing and scoop it up. So let's do that, because we have plenty of paper anyway. Alright, let's see here. And I will use the colors that come in the kit in case you're interested in seeing that. So I'm just going to pick this up. Let's put the lid back on these guys. How are you guys doing today? Yesterday it was like 80 degrees and it wasn't humid, so it felt awesome. But then my son felt hot in the afternoon because, you know, his room's upstairs and he has 2 computers going and a laptop and, you know, maybe the PS4 is on the TV and it's like, of course it's hot in here. Like, how could it not be hot in there? Oh my gosh. Ugh. So anyway, and he's upstairs, so it just compounds the whole thing. So I had to turn the AC on anyway, even though it was okay. All right, so we have the different colors that come in the kit. So we're just going to... I'm curious to see if this is like a blue. It should be bluish, right? That stream? It looks like it has a blue undertone. Because to me, it's like if you're going to mix the colors, they should be not green, yellow, and red, but blue, yellow, and red. That might be... I don't know. And then some blending solution too. Did I miss it? There we go. And this is so scary to me. So this is the Marco paper. I'm just going to use... It's a little shinier on this side, but maybe that's just my eyeballs. Okay, so we're just going to take it and come in here. Ooh, that is a pretty thing. And I can see where this is going to be mud because of the orange. Hopefully it doesn't get too brown. Not bad. That's really pretty. I think that's a really nice effect. And if we had put some gold in there, that would have been great too. I missed that area, and I don't know if I want to do this, but yeah, see, I didn't want to do that. I liked it better before. Oh well, I messed that one up. But it was really pretty. I liked it better before with that spot that was there. But that's our tendency, right? I'm like, oh no, no, it needs more. Does it need more? And I'm starting to get mud. Okay, let's try that again. Let me go grab some alcohol because I don't want to use my blending solution to clean this up, and I'll be right back. Actually, that's not bad. I guess I can make it look more artsy, like graphic art, instead of a prettier piece of art. But so with UFO paper, you can basically take it off and start over. And with this one, no such luck. But I did want to test something out. I don't know how I'm going to test this. If I can get this into a squirt bottle, I would, but I can't right now. So what I'm going to do is just get some on my hand. This is weird, I know. And just kind of flick it on here and see if it reacts at all. A little bit. You see that? And it's kind of a mess. Huh. It blooms out, but I wonder if I can... That's interesting. Just make some movement. Again, if I had a squirt bottle or something like that, I think I would prefer that because it would make smaller dots. But this is kind of cool. Now it makes me think of an ocean theme. I don't know. Something about this looks more watery. Okay, let's put that to the side. And let's do another one. Where's my paper? Of course, I just cut all this paper and now I don't know where it is. Here it is. I'll just leave this the way it is. I'm not going to cut it down. It's just the extra piece that was on that same paper from Marco's paper. And let's try the same thing, but with these pretty colors. So pull. And maybe I'll even add in some of the gold. This is fun. Again, you know, I see like Lavinia Stamps use these a lot, and so that's would be my reason to use these more often. But, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm going to try to do this a little better. Ooh, and I bet you if you hit it with the heat tool, you can probably get some movement. You know? That's pretty because it was still wet, so it's kind of reacting as I'm using it. It's nice. Okay, one more little area right here. Much softer. I have this huge gap right here that kind of bothers me, but not bad. Okay, So maybe, so obviously we played around a little bit here and there. I was really surprised I was able to get it moving on that other paper because, like I said, people are like, nope, once you get it down, even on glossy paper, it just doesn't react the same as on Yupo. But that's pretty good. I mean, it did a pretty good job of that cool movement. Okay, so let's do some stamping or something just to finish one of these up, and then, yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to use my little, well, you know what? I have that same thing right here. You know, so I'll probably just use this one. I just want to make sure, because I know this says Distress Ink, but obviously it says Distress Black Soot. There's the same, and I know Diane, she was saying that hers are archival, even though it doesn't say that on here. So I'm like, is Distress Ink the same? I'm kind of scared to use this. What do you guys think? Whatever, I'll just open this one since it's there. It's for sure what it says. Again, I could have just used the Diane one, the black marble, because it's the same stuff. But I'll take this, and then we'll just stamp this guy up. Okay, took a piece of that. I know with a Yupo you can stamp and then wipe it away and it will completely pick up. Ooh, this is acrylic. It'll pick out what you stamped, and then it leaves like a ghosting image, which is kind of cool. So for this one, it's black, you know, ink. I kind of would rather go with like a brown or something, but I want to use what's in here, so let's go with that. Oh, a little tough to open, which is good. I'm going to give it a good rub. So what happens with acrylic stamps, sometimes they don't give you the best impression. If it's not, just rub it with like a nail file, like a buffing block, or use Stays On first, so it'll stick to it, or do whatever you want. But I'm going to be careful with this because this can be slippery and I don't want this to slide. But when it's a fine detail like this, normally the acrylic stamps will be okay the first time out. That's a really pretty stamp. And then it says to let it dry completely. So what happens with the Yupo right now, you would just wipe it away and it'll leave like a ghosting image because it removes a little bit of what's underneath. So that's kind of cool. Let me take this. Maybe I'll do a Lavinia stamp just to do one. Again, this is just a background. Obviously, you would still build up something on a card or wherever it is you're going to put this. And I get that little French sign. I think it's pretty. Sorry, I'm still messing with the one where we moved around our... I'll tell you in a minute. I'll put this down here. So I'm taking a page out of my Lavinia. Have you ever watched her videos? What's her name? Tracy, who usually does the videos for Lavinia stamps. She's very careful and just kind of like free, like... I like her rhythm, you know? She's not like hectic and I really like it. That's really pretty. Again, back of a card or something. I don't know. Okay, so there's that one. This one to me is not very Paris-y. Oh, you know what? This one maybe is one that I will stamp something Lavinia-like on it. Okay, that's what I'll do. Let me grab one of those stamps. So I have really cool dragon stamps. I thought, oh, I can do the dragons. Then I have, you know, some other, like a castle, but then I thought, well, no, because I said to you guys, this reminds me more of like an underwater scene. So I have this really cute Sebastian, right? The seahorse is huge. It's a big stamp. So hopefully I can get this right the first time. Let me move my chair here. These are photopolymer stamps. As you can see, they have that cool, it just smells amazing. All right. I need a good block for this. So a lot of these blocks that I have are my old close to my heart blocks. So I pretty much have and as you can see, I put it on the wrong side. See how it's rounded on this side and it's flat here? You're supposed to put it on this side. It doesn't matter, but I guess I'll switch it out just because. Okay, I am going to use VersaFine because a lot of times she uses VersaFine in her videos, but she used the Tsukuneko like inks and stuff. So anyway, just because it's juicy. Stays On is another good one to use if you're for something like this. But I'm going to juice this up, and not too much. I've noticed this pad is really juicy for some reason. It's super old. This is probably 10 years old. And look at that. And then it's been leaving a lot of extra juice here, so I just want to make sure I don't have too much going on. That's okay. All right, I'm gonna try to do this lined up. I guess it doesn't really matter, but you know. Ooh, I feel like it slid a little bit. I hope it didn't slide too much. I felt like a So, on Tracy, on her videos, she just kind of is very patient with it to let that ink sink in, to suck into whatever, you know, she's doing. And I think that's really nice. Usually we're like, boom, or like hard, and then let's go, you know? But she's like, just let it sit. And she's super patient with it. I can see in this middle, hopefully that gets in there. This is a big, big guy. I have my stamping mat, but I want to make sure. Ooh. Aw, yeah, that's what I thought. Did not do so well. Look at this. I can't really fix that. There's no way for me to fix that. It was too sticky. Well, you know what I can do? Okay, let me clean this off so I can see kind of where it's at, and now I can use a stamp positioner. We'll try it again. So what I'm going to try is put it on here. I should have used a stamp positioner to begin with, but that's okay. And I'm going to try to see through this and try to place exactly where this other one was. So I'm going to have to really eyeball this. That means I'm going to get real close. So I'm going to get real close. I'm going to lay this where I think it should go, and I'll be right back. That is exactly right. We will see what happens. And now I feel like I should use something else. Now I'm scared. All right, we're going to try it again. See what happens. Maybe it was too much. Maybe it was too much. Maybe I let it sitting there too much too. Alright, I kind of would rather go with a ink that's less sticky, because this is sticky stuff. But, okay, again, I didn't hit it too hard. Let's see what happens. This time I'll do a little softer, a little, not be too crazy. A little better. Okay, so that's much better, but I missed his tummy. Do you see that? Ugh. So let's try it one more time in the tummy. Hopefully that's exactly in the right spot. Actually, I shouldn't even have to ink it up again. I just need to press better in that area. So this is interesting because I know whenever I watch Lisa's videos, she says like count of 3. And it's because I guess if you go too long, then it's too much. Okay, so that was overkill. But look at that. That worked out much better. I can still see it right here, but I'm okay with it. I'm not going to fight with it too much more. How cute is that? Let me see if I have anything else to finish this off with. Okay, so this might be weird. I'm just going completely here rogue. Let's put this up. I have these other stamp sets, and I thought, okay, this one has like bubbles, so that might be cute. And then this, I could use like a Crafter's Companion set that I have that has like little seaweed looking stuff, but I thought, you know what, if I did this at the bottom, I don't think people would tell, like, oh, is that a tree? It just looks like something that reminds me of like Little Mermaid whenever she made the people wilt and be all ugly, Ursula. So that's what that reminds me of, so I'm gonna use it. So again, I'll have the links for these things, but this is pink orbs, and they are, you know, whatever color you want. And then, the little tree is a tree of faith. And so what I'm going to do is I have this Brilliance ink. I've never used these. I keep these in here and like literally a handful of times I use these. So there's some Brilliance ones. There's some chalk inks. They're all Memento. There's some regular Memento in there. So this one I thought was kind of fun. It's blue. Well, the color isn't just blue. It's called Mediterranean Blue. So this may work, may not work. I don't know. And what I'm going to do is just, ooh, where's my paper? My little scrap paper I was using. Okay, I'm going to go like this somehow. And put some here. So cute. And a second gen over here. Why not? That is so pretty. Now you definitely need to wait for these to dry. Even that VersaFine, it was so thick, you can smear it if you don't wait for it. And I can see that that's also very wet looking here. And maybe I'll put some back down here. And a little second gen right there. Yeah, it's good. I mean, I can go a little buck wild, I suppose. Maybe some right here. Okay. What a pretty stamp. It's really delicate, really pretty. And this, people ask me all the time how I clean my stamps, like this, or I'll run it under water, especially the clear acrylic ones, or your photopolymer stamps. Rubber stamps, red rubber, I don't like putting water on them because I feel like, I don't know, after a while they'll break down. Maybe that's just me being, I don't know, too much, but I just feel like it's going to break down after a while if you're always adding water. So with those, I'll either use a little damp cloth and just wipe it off, or if it's just like ink like this, I just wipe it. And then I'll take this little guy. So if you guys have these things, bust them out definitely. It was fun. It's not my thing that I would do all the time. I think I'll do it more now that I'm, you know, actually tried it once, but really fun. I'm wondering if I should do some green and a little blue. So that one's called Pearlescent Ivory. Something like that. And just down here, I'm just going to do a little stampy stamp. Oh, that's so cool. It just gives a little something. I'm not going to do too much more. Let's just maybe down here. So I'm probably going to wait for this to dry, and maybe I'll ink around the edges just to distress a little bit. But look at that. That is a junked out image. So I'll have some pictures for you guys. We tried out a few different things. It was fun to see the way different papers reacted. I kind of like the Local King the best as far as this one. I obviously didn't try it on this one, but really cool. Where's the last one? Here it is. So I'm trying to be careful with this one. Really pretty. Fun stuff. Bust it out. All right, guys. I'll see you all at the next one. Bye now.